All right, everybody, welcome back again to the KSR YouTube channel. First video after the Indy 800 win, which with how long that video's taken me to edit, it probably came out like yesterday or maybe a couple days ago. A lot of time in editing race videos like that, but I haven't given y'all a weather update in a while. I mean, maybe we did in the last one with the drought and the fires, and it kind of looks like it might rain today. We need it because we have gotten less than, I think it's half an inch of rain in the last like 3 months. So my yard is just brown and disgusting. But we do have kind of some exciting new neighbors over there. Not the white truck, I don't know who that dude is. Keep looking. But down there where that red truck is, right there, the Frank Hawley drag racing school moved right there because they got sold and could no longer be at Gainesville Raceway. Politics and stuff. Anyway, let's get into the shop and just slam my thumb in the door. Anyways, let's get into the shop and tell you guys about all the projects we got going on. So before we get out into the shop, I want to let you guys know that today's video is sponsored by Factor. And Factor is my favorite way to get fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals. And they're so easy to do. Like, if you guys don't know how this works, let's just show you. So today, garlic parmesan, cream shredded beef. And just to show you guys how easy this is, 2 minutes in the microwave. You can eat it right out of the container. Stab this a couple times. Throw it in the microwave for 2 minutes. Let it sit for a little bit after that so it's not quite so hot, but it's still thoroughly cooked, and I've got a great meal to eat. So you guys know that I'm super busy. I mean, like, incredibly busy. And the great thing about Factor for me is it helps me eliminate prep time, cleanup time, going to the grocery store, picking out stuff that I'm probably not gonna cook. I'm most likely gonna buy junk food that's really not that great for me. So Factor helps me get some great meals without all of that stress. And you know, anytime I can eliminate stress in my life, that's the way I'm gonna do it. And the great thing about Factor is they have over 100 selections that rotate, so you can find pretty much anything you want. They've got breakfast, they've got salads, they've got premium meals that have like filet mignon steak. I mean, there's just so much good stuff. And all right, just that quick, already done. We're gonna let this cool off for just a couple minutes. But like, this is the toughest that it gets, guys. Throw it in the microwave. I mean, stuff like the salads, you just take right out of the package and start eating. And with it being never frozen, you know it's gonna taste great. So Factor meals are built for taste and nutrition and like simplicity. Like, where else can you guys get something that's so quick, tastes really good, and is way better than what you're gonna get from a fast food place? It's a win-win on all sides. So check this out, guys. Fresh beef, potatoes, cauliflower, peppers, all kinds of great stuff. And on top of that, Factor also has a daily greens drink that'll help you get your veggies and nutrients that you might be missing in your daily diet. So, been talking about this, and I haven't eaten any of it yet. So like I said, real quick, 2 minutes in the microwave, eat your lunch, throw the trash away, all said and done, no cleanup. It's just that easy. So if you want to get on the Factor train like us here at KSR, because there's several of us that do it every day, use code WINWITHKSRFDG to get 50% off your first Factor box and free daily greens. So once again, that's code WINWITHKSRFDG50 at Factor75.com. 50% off your first box and free daily greens. What are you waiting for? So thanks again to Factor for sponsoring this video. I'm going to eat for a couple minutes and then get back out into the shop, show you guys what we got going on.
My bad.
I mean, like, people were saying at Indy that they thought something was wrong because in the last few videos, he's actually been doing a little bit of stuff, but... All right. Well, Eric's in a little late this morning, but this has kind of been his project, and you can see we've got suspension on for a mock-up. This thing's got a pretty cool Speed Tech torque arm suspension setup in there. Looking pretty nice. They did send us the wrong springs for it, So we're waiting on new springs. And then we've got fuel lines, brake lines, working on the exhaust. No, that's not how it's gonna end up. You know, obviously this is gonna get cut to where it turns and comes back this way. But we made a real tight X and even added, cut the flanges off the back of the headers and added curved sections of pipe there so we could get that to fit in there nice and tidy. Drop something.
Hey, you dropped something.
The as seen on TV Chevelle got a shiny new set of wheels on it. You know what? We got to buy some center caps. The wheels didn't come with center caps, I noticed, and they definitely need some because that black center don't look so great on the front, even though they are TBM street brakes hiding in the back of that. But we ended up putting a new front sway bar on this thing. And in the back, we fixed a whole lot of problems, or they're still in the process of fixing a whole lot of problems. See, in the rear, no center cap is cool because you can see it's got strange axles in it. That's kind of cool. Some billet specialties, single beadlock wheels. But one of the biggest things we had to go through and fix so far on this thing, all of these holes were egg-shaped. So we got an NAS bolt, which has a big, long shoulder on it. And it's not in for final yet because this is going to end up with a washer under it by the time we tighten it up for final. But right now it's not because we're trying to save the, actually that nylock's destroyed anyway. So we're not trying to save the nylock, but we were trying to save the nylock. I think that one got cooked when we were welding these washers in, but TIG welded some washers around there to fix those holes to where there's not 1/8 of an inch of slop. So that's cool. Redoing the coil over mounts, put 9-inch ends on this thing. Lots and lots and lots of little nitpicky stuff that just adds up, like the shock bushings are blown out on the top and bottom of the shocks. So we got a call and like that side to side play. That's not just me doing that. That's actual side to side slop. Some of them are worse than others. Oh yeah, that one's real bad. Anyways, you guys get the point. A lot of little things that just add up to a lot of time. And since it's my brother-in-law, I really got to make sure it's right. Gonna be hauling my sister and my nephew around in that thing, which got some cool videos of them watching the Indy 800 win. That's always fun. The bodiless Corvette now kind of almost has a body on it. So this is a prototype carbon fiber wide body kit, which you can see fits the extremely large front and rear tires. What is this, a 355 30 ZR19. Front and rear on this car. Grant worked out with them to get a body kit done, so we're kind of in the preliminary fitting process. And
that tire was made for a Dodge Viper.
We like some Dodge Vipers around here.
It says ACR on it.
Does it say ACR on it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right there. Ha! Viper tires on a Chevrolet.
It's a Viper rear, actually. But yeah.
Yeah, I think
Sick.
isn't that the biggest production tire you can get?
Yep.
Cool. And this thing's got them front and rear. Oh. CJ doing something over there. You guys might notice that we still have the Wegner engine. And I won the simulator last weekend. Need a place to put that simulator. I don't have a very big house. I have a simulator at my house that
I have space at my house.
going to be sell.
Sorry. I do though. I do have space at my house.
You have a simulator already.
Imagine how sick it would be if we had 2 simulators at my house and we could play them side by side.
Well, I'll bring my simulators down here and put both my simulators side by side.
Yeah, that's not as cool.
Anyways, gonna sell my old simulator, which it's a little bit of an older simulator, but it still was very expensive new. It needs a computer upgrade and the pedals are acting funny. But maybe with a computer upgrade, the pedals will, maybe it's a computer problem. I don't know. I might completely fix it before I sell it, but it's still like a super expensive simulator if you were to buy that same unit new right now. Full motion deal, like anyways, it's cool. But it's going down here. And we've been talking for a year or so plus about walling, not here, but behind the Camaro. We're gonna wall that off so that there's kind of like an entry room to the shop instead of people, when they just walk in, they walk right into the shop. So that'll give us like a separate spot. We're gonna have the simulator up in the front room, but all of this stuff kind of takes time. So simulator won't be here till June-ish, they told me. So maybe, hey, you dropped it again.
Hey, you dropped the same thing you just dropped, but again.
It's all day around here. That's how it is. So construction project for up there in the front. And then that also means there's going to be a roof across, or not a roof, but a ceiling. So a floor, so that it'll connect side to side, which means we'll have a stairwell up and actually be able to get up there and store things more appropriately. Maybe build a room up there for the merch with AC.
We could store a car up there.
We already did have a car up there. No!
Yeah, it's taking up space. Put it back where it belongs in the rafter.
Let's just stop listening to him. So anyway, we have put the Wegner engine up for sale. Might be kind of a bummer for some of you guys that we didn't really do anything with it. But it just didn't make a ton of sense for us. We did try to sell it to some local customers so that we could kind of maybe show you guys putting it in their vehicle and wrapping it up and driving it and all that. And I don't have any projects that it would make sense to put it in. I'm not going to put it in the burnout car and just go destroy it, because that's not fair to that engine for how nice of a piece that it actually is. I mean, that's a very, very nice 1260 something horsepower pump gas engine. So since we need the construction project, it's going to benefit the shop the most to go ahead and sell the thing and
I mean, I have something
do a construction project. I'm not going to put it in your truck either.
Why not?
Because you already have an engine and turbos for your truck.
You're right.
And everything needs a turbo.
Or two.
Or two. Very true. So, that's that. I'm not going to do any Blazer stuff in this video, even though you guys probably want to see some Blazer updates. But I want to keep those separate in their own things. So, you can see we've got an empty bay-ish right here once that stuff is all gone. Which we just had to put the engine on stands to move it out of the way. It was stuffed over there in the corner. And we did some cleaning and reorganizing this morning. Kind of cleaning up some situations over here. Like, we've got a couple of short blocks coming together we're selling. They're kind of like, actually upstairs we've got a boosted 5.3 that's very similar to what we've run in Soccer Mom for a lot of years. It's, or at least our probably V1 engine of Soccer Mom's 5.3 liter stock block combo, LC9 block, stock crank, but good rod and piston combination in it. Already gap set up for boost, blocks decked, main studs, all that good stuff. So it's actually sitting up there ready to go. Should be able to find it on the website if you want to buy something like that. It's a short block now, but we have all the stuff in stock to make it a long block from intake to oil pan. So this one right here, old school big block Chevrolet. 454, board 30 over. Got a brand new camshaft in it, timing chain balancer, oil pan, oil pump. Trick Howard's flat tappet lifters that have the side of them is like lasered off, so it oils the cam constantly, because flat tappet cams, it's kind of old school, and like today's oils don't have as much zinc in them as they used to, but you can keep using like some good driven oil that is kind of engineered for old hot rod stuff, and it's got a good bit of zinc in the oil still, so they slide. Just modern engines don't have anything that slides anymore. Everything's either on an oil film, like all your main bearings, rod bearings, camshaft, and then your lifters are all roller pretty much on modern engines. So anyways, this thing is ready to go. Nice, probably, like 500, 5.25 horsepower, 500, 525 horsepower big block. Got a brand new carburetor, valve covers we already talked about, brand new HI distributor, spark plug wire, spark plugs, ready to drop in, your old hot rod truck, hot rod car, freaking like the Chevelle over there. Or if you need to motivate your OBS truck,
Nah.
you have a genuine 450. It could be a
That
460,
would be actually sick.
461 SS
Yeah.
because it's 30 over. So I think that makes it a 461. But any of you guys like some big block stuff, we got that. The couple of actually we have a 350 LS, but it's in a Gen 4 LC9 block. It's kind of a different setup. Just we had a set of pistons for a 5.7 that was for a project, and then we ended up buying a crate motor for the car. So, and we had that block was wounded a little bit.
Yeah.
So we had to bore it bigger than 3.8. So we just went 3.89, and now it's a 350. So all that, a lot of stuff going on in here. I mean, I know you guys wonder why we don't post videos as much as we used to, and I've literally just been slammed with keeping all these different projects going, helping the guys, keeping parts coming in, and like what parts we're going to get, how we're going to do things, this, that, and the other. Working on the Blazer, which I do promise there's some Blazer videos coming. I kind of mentioned like this open spot. Maybe that's for the Blazer. We'll see. All right, so one other cool thing to show you guys that show you kind of the scope of the stuff we do around here. We've got a Dodge Viper differential here because you may have seen that obviously we go through and we are servicing them, changing the gears for like the Vipers that Lee races. But along the way, we've kind of figured out some parts that break. And the biggest thing we've had issues with are the main caps in these things. Now, luckily, these came out and were actually okay. But look at this spindly little cap. It's cast. You kind of see it almost looks like a crack there, but that's just how the things are cast. So we have developed our own 7075 billet cap setup that we put on these. Got a cool little KSR logo on there. And it even converts to ARP studs. So, and cool thing about it all is it just bolts in. So all you have to do is get a bottoming tap to clean the threads out all the way to the bottom, and then install the 7075 cap, and then now you have a setup that will no longer break the caps, which these might be on the website by now. It's something we've done for a while in Lee's race cars, but we decided what?
You talking about my caps?
Yeah, you interrupted me.
My fault.
I was saying I couldn't remember if we have them on the website yet or not.
I don't think we do.
Because we've been running them in Lee's cars for a while, and then we're like, hey, maybe we should offer these to the public.
Yeah. Yep. These are sick. You say they're 7075 yet?
I did say they were 7075.
Are you sure they're 7075?
Yes.
Hold on. Oh yeah, that's 7075 for sure. For sure.
You can't tell the difference in how 7075 smells
Yes,
versus
you can.
60.
Yes, you can. You gotta taste it. Oh yeah, 7075 for sure.
All right.
If you pay a little extra, you can get this one too.
I can't. Oh shoot! I wish the Corvette was down on the ground because that thing does look sweet with the body on it.
Yeah, it's like without the roof, it's like a bigger version of the NC.
Yeah.
The NC doesn't have a roof.
Well, and the things that people probably don't get that we're about to explain. Words are tough sometimes.
Yeah.
It looks like it's done, right? Should be able to go to the track like next week, right?
Far from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there is so many mounts and alignments and situations we've got to handle on that to make it where not only will it bolt to the car, but survive potentially, 200-mile-an-hour runs at different tracks. Now, granted, it ain't gonna go 200 with the motor that's in it.
No, but they do want to put a 427 in it.
And they're gonna go
beat
fast.
C5R records.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna put that out there already, but
Put it out there.
Okay, it's out there. You put it out there.
I put it out there.
If it doesn't do it, it's his fault.
No, it's their fault. 'Cause
True.
They suck.
And they're the ones driving.
Yeah, they're the ones paying for the motor too.
Yeah. That would have been a good home for the Wegner motor, except he wanted an aluminum block.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Wegner supercharged 1200 horsepower almost ended up in the carbon fiber body C5. Almost. Yep. But he wanted an aluminum block. And rightfully so, because you don't want all that nose weight in a road race car. Road race car, you actually want a couple of % more on the rear tires. Just something for you guys to soak on. But yeah, we've got carbon fiber hood to mount. We also have to fabricate a splitter as well as ductwork, which you can see we've kind of laid the foundation for having our ducting bolt on. Like we've got the flange there and the flange there. So we've got a, you know, this will probably just be like aluminum stuff, or maybe we make it out of carbon fiber sheeting. That would be sweet. But then there will be a separate splitter that the front end almost kind of rests on. So, and who knows, this may get cut out, and the splitter is literally just, you know, butted up against this lip right here, because that's not doing anything right there, but getting in the way. So we've got a lot of stuff to figure out. 355 millimeter tire on the front. That's just insane. But lots of little trickeries in this car. Got the wing in so we can
Wang. That's
like
a big wang.
It's a big wang.
Yeah. Not gonna make big wang jokes.
Fair. So
your mom's favorite. Sorry, couldn't help it.
So you can tell, like, it's actually mounted. They call these swan neck mounts. So clearly it's upside down right now, and the mounts bolt to the top of the wing because those are better or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Aerodynamically better.
Yep.
And Grant wants us to do a diffuser and belly pan for the back of the car. So just a couple hours worth of work on that.
Yeah, literally a couple minutes, you know, just diffuser with less than 12 degrees of angle, blown by the exhaust, titanium strakes, couple minutes, you know.
Oh, yeah, the titanium strakes, like, why is that going to be cool?
If you've ever ground titanium, it makes big white sparks.
Yeah.
So this thing's basically going to be a Formula One car.
They don't have a titanium strakes
on. They have titanium pucks.
Oh, they have titanium rub blocks. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So that'll be something that's kind of super cool about this thing. Like when it really settles in the corner with big bumps and big downforce, big speed, might have some white sparks going on behind it.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
That's going to be sweet.
So sick.
So, yeah, we've got
Plus,
good bit to still figure out on
this.
They
want it all like CAD design so that not if, but when they kamikaze this thing over a curb and it destroys the underbody of it, we just order another one and bolt it up.
Yeah, that would be cool. We've got to go in and fix some of their boo-boos, though. Like where
Have you showed some of that over there?
Like where they... So...
They put a C6 Z06 floor on this side.
So the C6 Z06 floor panel there was carbon, right? Carbon Kevlar or something carbon
like
honeycomb or
you
something.
You can see like the difference in color between the two.
Yeah, like see that one? That one's gray, and then this is black. But like their install, not the best install. Because, I mean, we are talking about, like, we are working on the aerodynamics package of this, like, entire car. Like, or at least we're considering that in the things that we're doing. And, like, the front's not terrible.
The front's not horrible. But, like, why not just take a hammer and beat it up?
Yeah.
Which, actually, that's separated already, so.
Yeah, good job, Grant.
Yeah, that's cool.
We like to pick on Grant.
We do. We're allowed to, so.
Yeah, I mean, we do go back with Grant.
He picks on me, so
20
I'm allowed
years.
to pick on him.
Yeah. He picks on all of us, and he's actually planning on potentially ordering magnesium wheels for this car. That's the kind of stuff Grant does. So, and if you have any idea about those, they're not cheap. But I think that's probably going to wrap up this video. Oh no, the blocks. So you guys know we have the little magnetic 3D printed engine blocks we sell, spark plug holders. See, look at that, they're stuck on the side of the box. So the only situation is that says 4-time Crown Vic champion.
You went and made it a lie.
I made it a lie.
Idiot. So, we're never going to financially recover from this now.
Well, we just print new plates for the backside.
Oh, okay.
And like there will be a few that are kind of rare in that they'll have both plates on them. They'll have the 4 and 5-time plates on them.
Oh.
So if you want one of those, go to the website, winwithksr.com, and there should be some of those on the website by the time this video comes out. So which, by the way, you need to print that so that that can be on the website by the time this video comes out.
Oh, okay.
So you might want to fix that print, and we'll have one. So we'll have a picture of it with the 5-time, 5-time Crown Vic winner. And yes, I've seen the comments about going ARCA racing. I would love to. It's just $70,000 I don't have.
Anybody here who works in corporate America, hit up this guy. He needs a corporate sponsor.
Yeah, that's what it's going to take.
Yep.
Like, I mean, in a couple years, you know, the way my bank account's set up, it's doing some growing, and maybe in a couple of years I can do that on my own, but then I'm past my prime. See, I'm already kind of old. Very old.
So you passed the prime 10 years ago.
You're right. But I think I could still go have some fun with them boys in ARCA.
Yeah.
Anywho, that's that. So, that'll wrap it up for this video. We've got some stuff to get back to because obviously we haven't been doing a whole lot. Well, I've been yapping with this. Actually, the customer came in that owns the white car, and Eddie was working on that with him. That was what happened during the little break there in the middle. But we got to get back to work on some stuff. Got to get back to the Blazer, even though it's like that's one of the reasons why it's coming up here to the front, because it's miserable in the back shop already. So anyways, Blazer video coming probably next week. I have a good update on all that, and go get you a magnetic block. And thanks again to Factor for sponsoring this video. See you guys in the next one.